Let's vibe, let's roll, let's get it. Whoa, shawty showing out, throwing on the dance floor. Fashion killer, huh? You don't give a fuck what a nigga gotta say or a bitch what?
Hey you guys, it's Naimahrae and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button to join the fam, because we stay lit over here, you feels me? And if you're a returning viewer, hey, how y'all doing on this lovely day? As y'all can tell by the title of this video, your girl is back with another story time, and I'm be telling y'all the story about how my manager got wrongfully fired. In my personal opinion, it was wrong. I think it was wrong. I was supposed to tell this story a while ago, but I couldn't figure out how I wanted to tell it, so it made sense. But I decided that I'm just going to tell it from my point of view and from what I was told. So if anybody that I used to work with happens to be watching this, it's some parts of the story is not accurate, my bad, okay? This is just what I was told. This is based off some of the store gossip and what I had witnessed with my own two eyeballs, okay? You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, we just gonna go ahead and get to the video. Oh, y'all, ignore my pimple patch. My skin is on one, okay? I know y'all can't really see it unless I come like up here, and I don't plan to be up here, but I'm just letting y'all know. But anyways, let's get into the video. So pretty much, this was some years ago at this point at one of my old jobs. I worked at a retail store. We sold clothes, okay? That's all I'm gonna give you. We're gonna leave the name of the company out of it, especially being that I said that I believed that my manager was wrongfully fired, because she was. Anywho, I worked at this retail store. I was on my break and minding my own business, you know. I had a little, I think I had a 30-minute or hour, whatever, you know. I took my breather or whatever, and I came back out. And when I come back out, I see my manager, who we're gonna call Whitney. So I see Whitney, and she's at the cash register, and she's helping some guy, and he seems very frustrated. Like, you know how a customer gets frustrated, and like, they're not like at that point where they're like aggressive, but it's just like they're just like, well, why is this and why is that, and that, like, you know, they kind of like getting there, they like getting riled up, they getting there. Yeah, that's what was happening. And I just looked over and I was like, okay. There was like a boatload of us there, but like it was all girls. So it was a bunch of girls there, a bunch of them, different ages, all of us there. Well, different legal working ages, but like all of us was there. It was probably like, in total, it was probably like 12 of us. I don't know why there were so many people there on the schedule. I don't know. So I go up to two of my coworkers and I'm like, hey, like, what's going on over there? And they're like, oh yeah, Whitney's dealing with some guy. He's trying to return some pants or something. Like, that's pretty much what they told me. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I'm sitting there, I was like, well, like, that's it? Like, why is he getting so upset about returning the pants? Like, I was confused kind of about the situation. They was like, we don't know, blah, blah, blah. We're all standing, like, it's a bunch of us, like, literally a bunch of us, y'all. It's ridiculous. And the store's not busy at all, which is probably why it closed. But it was not busy at all. So, like, we're all, like, clicked up in groups, like, just having our own little conversations on the side or whatever, right? Out of nowhere, the guy, we're gonna call him Mr. Pants. Mr. Pants, he starts yelling and he's like, you're a stupid. Like, y'all, he was going in, like, he legit was like cussing Whitney out, like going in, like, we was stupid whores, we was bitchs. It was bad, it was bad. I was like, oh, who is he talking to? Who is he talking to? Now, one of my coworkers who I don't like, and I was thinking about doing a story time on her, but whatever. We gonna call her, she don't need a name. Anyways, one of them, she's kind of had that personality where she's like really aggressive, really protective. So she started bucking. Like, she was like, well, what's good? Like, you're not about to sit here and talk to her like that and blah, 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 blah. And Whitney kept saying, y'all back up. I got it. Back up. I got it. Now, Whitney was actually my age. Like, we were the same age. She just happened to be a manager. Like, she was a key holder in the store, and at the time she was the only one there. Like, she was, well, wait, I believe she was the only key holder there. Like, she was the only manager there. So like, he didn't have nobody else that he could talk to. She was the highest position person in the store. And so she was like, y'all back up. I got it. And he's just sitting there. He kept going on and on. And it seemed like he was getting like really aggressive. I didn't think that he was gonna hit her, but he seemed like the type to like start throwing stuff around, and he was calling us out of our names, like literally all of us. Like, he was talking about all of us at this point, and me and the group of coworkers I was standing with, we was just looking like, I know he not talking about me. Like, we was just like, meanwhile, old girl over there, she's like, bro, you're not about to stay here and talk to us like that, blah, blah, blah. This is how you talk to girls. This is how you talk to females, and blah, blah, blah. It was bad. It was ridiculous. So Whitney's like, y'all calm down. Like, I got it. It's fine. Like, I got it. Like, she was pretty much telling us not to get involved. And she was telling the guy, she was like, sir, like, I'm going to need you to leave because you're getting really aggressive. And if you don't leave, I'm going to call security. And he was like, man, this is ridiculous, and you bleep, 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 and all this, and blah, 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 and he was just going on and on, and I forgot what happened. I want to say he did something really, really bad, or something like really loud, like slammed or something. I don't remember if that's what happened, but he did something. Don't remember exactly what it was, but it kind of caught everybody's attention, and all girls started, she was like, that's not gonna work here. And so then somebody else had to come and hold homegirl back, and Whitney was like, bro, back up, I got it. Whitney was like, bro, like, let me do my job pretty much. And so Whitney was my age at the time. I was like, I think it was like 20, 21-ish. I think it was 21. And the girl that was all hyped up, she was like probably like a couple years younger than us, so 19 or 18. So like there's a little bit of an age difference there, which is probably like why she was reacting the way she was reacting. But Whitney was like, bro, like, back up, I got it. And so finally, she didn't have to call security. The guy just decided to leave the store. Great, cool, boom, right? So after the situation, we're all decompressing, like, that was crazy. Like, I told them, I was like, I thought I was gonna have to go in the back and get my taser because I don't know what he was on, but he was tripping. He was tripping, okay? Just so y'all know, because I want y'all to understand what this whole situation was about. So I asked Whitney, I was like, well, like, what happened? Like, what was going on? She was like, he was upset because he couldn't return some pants, but he wanted a cash return. She was like, I can't give him that much cash. Like, we don't even have that much cash in the register. Like, I literally cannot give him that much cash. And so she was like, I couldn't do the return, and he got upset, and it just escalated. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm thinking, like, you know, so it ended up kind of turning into a thing. Like, we're gonna fast forward a little bit. It turned into a thing because of how irate the guy got. Like, he was very, very, very upset, and like how he was yelling profanity and stuff at us. It was really, really bad. And so it ended up turning into a thing. I think she had to file a report or something, whatever, right? So a couple days later, I come to work, and somebody's like, yeah, you know, dang, the store manager, we gonna give him a name, Brian. They're like, yeah, you know, Brian, he's going around, he's questioning people about what happened with Whitney and everything. I was like, he is? And they was like, yeah, because apparently, like, she did the wrong thing and blah, 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 and this and that, da, da, da. I was like, well, how? Like, you know, I'm trying to figure out the details. I'm like, but that doesn't make sense because I think she handled it very well, especially to be, like, so young and have somebody literally yelling at you. She really could have started cussing this man out back, but she didn't. She literally didn't. She was very calm with him, and she told him, like, sir, you're getting very upset, and if you don't leave, like, I'm gonna have to call the security because you doing a lot right now, and I can't help you, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. You know, she handled it very well, in my opinion. So I'm like, days go by, right? Days, and I'm like, dang, I'm waiting to be questioned because, like, you know, he said the person who told me, I don't remember who it was, but they had told me that Brian was questioning every single person that was there that day. So I'm sitting here, I'm waiting to be questioned. I'm like, okay, I was there. I mean, I might have been on break for like the first half, but I was there for the last little piece. That was the important part, you know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting to be questioned. I was never questioned. I don't even know if that anybody actually was being questioned about the situation or what, but there was that rumor was flying around for a little bit, and then a rumor started flying around the job that Whitney was in really big trouble, and that the district manager got involved, and that Brian and Whitney were not seeing eye to eye, and it was bad. Let me do a little pause here for a second. Brian and Whitney never got along. Like, they never got along. They were able to work cordially together, but I don't know what it was. I think it was a personality clash or something, because Brian he was probably like in his 40s or something, but like, it was like, they just didn't see eye to eye. I just personally think that their personalities didn't get along. Even when they were around each other or like working together, he would try to joke with Whitney, and it was like his jokes weren't funny. He would like say stuff, and it's just like, bro, like, why would you even say that? He was that type of joker sometimes, and I don't think it rubbed Whitney the right way exactly. And she was just like, so with this whole questioning and everything, this whole situation just brought whatever they had going on to a boil, okay? So pretty much, we're gonna fast forward. Eventually, the district manager did get involved in the situation because the guy called corporate about the situation and complained, and I guess he pretty much was saying how rude Whitney was and how disrespectful she was and this and that, da da da. And Whitney was like, bro, that's not what happened. And she was pretty much trying to tell her side of the story, but nobody was believing her, which is why I said I don't think they actually questioned anybody, because if they did, she probably would have never lost her job. But like, they didn't even try to get anybody else's point of view, nothing of that nature. And I just remember I came in one day and somebody was like, oh yeah, Whitney got fired. And I was like, what? I was like, I thought she had put in her 2 weeks, or that she was stepping down. Like, 2 weeks. She put in a 2 weeks for her position, like her key holder position, and give them a chance to find somebody else. And she was stepping down to be a regular sales associate. And they was like, nah, they just fired her. I was like, can they do that? And somebody was like, honestly, I don't know. I was like, because that doesn't seem right. So pretty much, y'all, this is what happened, okay? They fired her because they said that she should have gave the Mr. Pants guy, she should have gave him the cash return no matter how much it was, and if there wasn't enough money in the cash register, that she should have went and got the safe out the back and gave him that money. And I was just like, what? And at the time, it didn't sound right, but now since I'm a manager, it definitely doesn't sound right, because I'm like, so you want us to give some random guy all of our cash? Like, huh? So I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments down below. I know this story time has been a little different and it's kind of all over the place, but I just want to know, like, do you guys think that Whitney was in the wrong and that she should have gave that man all that cash, or like what? Like, somebody let me know in the comments down below, because I really still think to this very moment that she was fired, like, wrongfully. She literally was doing her job and that's how she was trained. Like, why would you give all the money in the register and in the safe to some guy who wants a return? Sir, we will mail you a check. Like, what? Like, no. And so, personally, in my personal opinion, now this is just my personal opinion, y'all, this ain't even part of the story no more, I think that Whitney got fired due to her issues with Brian, and due to a little bit of the fact that Whitney was she was an African-American young female, and the district manager and Brian, they was not African-American. That's all I'm say. I think that there was some underlying situations at play. I think also that old Mr. Equal Pants guy, I think he might have lied. I don't know what he said or whatever the case may be, but the customer is not always right. And we definitely have security cameras so they could literally see that he was getting irate and sitting here doing all this. Like, he was literally getting in her face, y'all. It was bad. And like, I'm just like, but y'all fired her? She was calm as a cucumber, handled the situation, in my opinion, the best that it could be handled, and went on about her merry day. And I was just like, well, I guess. But in the end, it all worked out because the store ended up closing anyway. But it was just like, why would y'all fire her? I don't think they should have fired her. But let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. That's kind of the end of the story time. I know it's kind of all over the place. Like I said before, it was kind of like something that happened at my store, but I wasn't really like a part of it completely, just a little bit. But I just want to know what y'all think in the comments down below. Do you think Whitney was in the wrong? Should she have given that man the return and like, kept her job? Or like, do you think that the district manager and the store manager, Brian, was tripping? Like, do you think that there was some underlying situations going on? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think it was the second one. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media, which is always in the description box down below, okay? Make sure you guys really follow me on TikTok, because I know you guys like my story times, and if you want more story times, I do mini story times on my TikTok, and I also post them on my YouTube shorts, but you should still follow me on TikTok anyway. So, with all that being said, did I say everything? I'm pretty positive I said everything. Y'all, my head hurt. I think I need to eat something, or I just need to take some medicine. But anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
I want a chick that grind on a 9 to 5. Oh, she in them college books trying to get a rise. But tonight, I'm just trying to have a good time.